Hey everybody. Okay, so we are jumping back in because we got a lot to check out and figure out here. So I did go back to the mod page. Turns out it isn't that I don't want to say that I missed something or something along those lines. What it really was, and I guess I mean technically you could probably let it fall into that category, is that I misread something. I or not completely understood the significance of a particular mod or how this mod changed things so that you had to have another mod installed. So going back, taking a look, right? The the way it changes is that you picked your three traits or whatever, and then everything built out from there. And then you got to pick, these are the skills that I have starting out. Yeah, you don't get any more other skills after that without skill books. You have to go and purchase skill books to get the other skills that you don't currently have. So when we look at our guy, you know, based on our selections, so this one's available to us if we want to stick a point into it, right? So yeah, we can. And then, but based on what we chose, right? Blocking was one that's available, one handed, archery, light armor, right? And that's it. That's it. That's all you get to start. And now we'll get into that. We'll get into that. First things though. First things first, right? If this is the kind of content you like, and this is what you like to get in and see and dive deeper into these mod lists with me, hit that like button. Hit that, leave a comment. And definitely hit that subscribe button. We are 11 subscribers away from 1,000. So anything you can do is greatly appreciated. And hey, are you going to be that one? Are you going to be the one that puts us over the top? Okay, so back to this. So this, you can see this is Ordinator, right? But again, it's restricted to how many did we get to start? One, two, three, four, five. Again, this leads me back to one of my more favorite Skyrim mod lists, Dragon Break. I liked that better because what it did was gone back. It went back to the old school kind of, I believe, Morrowind, Oblivion type thing, um, where you had your major skills, and you had six major skills, and then you had your secondary skills, right? And so, based on your loadout or what you decided your character was to be, this would determine those six major skills. Those six major skills would start out at this point at 15, 20, whatever. And, your racial bonuses would elevate certain other ones or any one of those. And then those would go up faster, right? But they were also the ones that dictated whether you leveled or not, right? And then you have your secondary skills, and they would start out lower, but they would improve as you use them. I I actually loved that, right? And then you know how we all did that, right? Jumping around all over the place, getting our acrobatics and our athletic skill up there, and using that to level up. That's how we were leveling up, and that was Morrowind for sure that we were doing that in. And then what Break does is it eliminates that kind of glitch, or not glitch, but exploit. but it brings you back to that whole thing, right? And then one of the things I calculated too was if only those six skills are used to determine your leveling. I mean, your max level was really only going to be around in somewhere around 60, between 60 and 65, depending on where those skills started and the number of times, because each time you level, you had to, it was just requiring an increase in 10 skills, 10 skill points, right? So you increase your skills by 10 points collectively, you made it to the next level. Well, you only have six skills. Each skill is starting out at 15 or 20. So roughly you were only going to get a maximum 6 times 80, 80, 85, right? And you divide that by 10 and that tells you exactly um how many more levels you were going to go up. And so that was kind of like your, that's so your max level is going to be, but then that would mean to hit your max level that each of those skills would be at 100, right? Or 99, whichever's the max. So here it's not, it's kind of, it's not the same but it is kind of, and it's only the same in based on your loadout or based on what you picked. These are the skills that are just open to you, period, right? And they don't dictate whether you increase in level or not. Your level is over here, as you can see in the corner, is, everything gives you experience. Everything will dictate whether you level or, will gain experience. And as you gain experience, that increases your level. The issue that we run into right now, and one of the things that we need kind of to resolve, is what we have is, so we got this armor smith. She doesn't have skill books, so we can't rely on her. What we need, and then what I'm doing is I'm trying to remember where there's a general store, and then Arnley's is the only one that's coming to mind, except it was locked the last time we checked it, and
blood and silver.
even the first time that we went in there, I guess, too early. Okay, so all right, why am I stopping? Because there it is. All right, can't pass up the salt. All right, let's go on in here, and then what I am probably gonna do is I'm gonna cheat and give myself enough money for like 2 or 3 skill books. Not a whole bunch, not all of them, but a couple, so we can see. So right now we only have 329 gold. It's better if I have an idea of how much I actually need.
Arnleif and Sons Trading Company buys and sells anything you wandering types need. No, I'm not Arnleif.
All right,
Yes,
what do you have?
I know it's... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
That guy over there on the other side there, he's kind of sus. All right, so you see it's 706, right? I think this is a skill book. The problem is I don't understand it. Now, what does that mean? That means I don't understand, because it says volume 2. Does that mean there's a volume 1? And does that also mean that volume 2 won't work if you haven't read volume 1 first? And then each time I read one of these, do I get a skill point to apply to speech, or does the next level of speech unlock for me? You see what I'm getting at right now? It's vague. And then this one would actually require going into the So that would require us to go in and ice cream swirl. You know we got to get it. You know we got to get it. All right, and then wait. And then this is just with the extra money that I gave myself. All right, we're almost broke. We are almost broke. Oh, wait. I do have stuff for sale. I ain't getting anything for it, though. I ain't selling that. Ice cream swirl. You see the markup and markdowns. I guess, if we really wanted to, we might have been able to given our, no, I think we'd have been close. All right. Thank you.
Come back whenever you need something.
Yeah, I will. Thank you. Okay, so first things first. Let's go ahead and look at that book. All right, so we're reading it. Uh-huh. All right, next, head for the rift. All right.
Where's Kosna?
Now, let's go up. See, I have a skill point. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Is that lazy idiot out drinking at the Silver Blood Inn again? On my coin?
He's just waiting for the shipments.
Well,
he'll be back as soon as
right now, that's
There are no shipments scheduled.
that's kind of
today.
frustrating.
Stop
I mean,
cackling for
that
him.
is
He's
very
my cousin.
frustrating because
Just give him
now
a chance, please.
I got to go and I actually have to
Won't
dig
fire
into
him,
the
but
actual
I'm doing
mod
this
page
your sake,
for
not his.
the for buyable skill books, right? To see exactly what do you need to do other than read the book, right? And again, like I said, you know, it is possible that book isn't going to do us any good unless we read the first volume. And now the other thing that comes into play is, okay, what's the scarcity of the books, you know, around? And, you know, how available are they, right? Are they books that you'll find in your travels, right? Are they books that you know, or do you have to buy them, right? I kind of get the impression that you have to buy these books and that they're not going to be books that you just randomly encounter in the world,
Fresh meat for your stomach?
right? Maybe in the dungeons, right? So that there's some sort of cost to getting the book, but not where you would just go into somebody's home and there's a skill book sitting on the table, right? And I'm trying to think of a place that has any kind of like shelf with a bunch of books on it that I can like take a look.
Yes.
And the problem that we're running in here is two things, right? There's two things going on here currently. And no, I forgot to look at or to research the Cidna Mine, you know, Forsworn quest to see if there were level constraints, right? Where you needed to be at a what? What in the world? It's a kid. Alright, we're gonna go in here. Someone off the kitten. A kitten. Okay, so this place kind of looks the same, I think. I don't see much of a difference. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look around.
No, no, girl. It's the pickled spider tongue and then the decayed
We'll look
cat
at
food. Do it
see
the
if
other
she
way.
has
The cure
any
turns
kind of
into a
tomes
poison.
sitting
There's
around.
just so much to memorize. How am I supposed to remember what goes where for every single herb?
You will. Until then, you'll taste every potion you make before you sell it.
Taste every potion you make. What if you make a poison? Okay, she doesn't. She got one book. One book. But you see, that's what I'm talking about.
Hexed
Hey, how you
Cure
doing?
is here for
Oh
all
my
your
God, what happened to your
discreet
face?
needs.
Excuse me.
A little bit of old
See, I would imagine this
magic can cure whatever ails you.
to be. You think so? Well, she's
There's
using the
so
what's
much to learn about the shop. I'll never get it all straight.
Hold on. I'm not gonna steal anything, but we are gonna look. Ooh, okay. What's this? All right. All right. So there's a book we've already read in there. All right. I don't know whose room is that. Okay. It's very disappointing. So, here's what I'm thinking. This is, I mean, literally, this is kind of, I think the situation is right now. All right, so yeah, we are deep into, we're not deep into it, but we've kicked it off. Right? But until we can get Margaret to talk to us, because I don't think, and then, like I said, it's been a long time since I've done this quest line here in particular. Waylon should be, as soon as we go in, he should be there, right? And then he should have dialogue, basically, right? So Waylon should be already, he should have already accosted us.
Watch your steps, stranger. Down here, even the walls are listening.
So right now, no,
You don't
I mean,
want to be here.
without him,
No one wants to.
this piece or this part of the quest line doesn't go forward. And then usually what'll happen is once we talk to Waylon, no, not Waylon. Waylon's the one that died. What's that guy's name? We have to talk to the other guy. God dang it. Find evidence about Waylon. Yeah, we got to do that, but we have to get the key to his place. We only get the key to his place by talking to what's his name, and I can't remember his name. Wrong button. His, let's see. So it doesn't tell us. So right here, this is what we gotta do. We gotta find evidence, but that is only done by talking to. See, optional, it says obtain the key to Waylon's room. Well, guess what? Only way we're gonna find, because okay, the only way we're gonna get into his room is with the key. We don't have the lock picking skills, and we can't improve the lock
They
picking
don't like us
skills
talking to people when we
without
work.
a book
I oversee
to.
Markar's smelter. Worker gets out of line, I get him back in line.
Wait,
I know you.
Really? I can just take stuff? Of course I'm gonna take stuff. Iron ore. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna check. Hey, where Look, we
These workers always
somewhere down the line we've made somebody like this.
Nobody misses that.
Yeah. Well, if you don't say nothing, nobody will. Gosh, keep your mouth shut. Right now, it looks like I can just walk up on stuff and pick up and take any. Oop, can't take that. Oh, but I can take the stuff in there. Can't take that. I can take firewood though. Nope, nope. Okay. A stray cat, a Nordic wildcat. All right, and I'm trying to think. Are there any things that I can do that would further advance the quest line over? And again, I mean, I could go and try to talk to her again, but I don't think I can get anything out of her until my speech skill goes up. And I just don't, like I said, I don't see how that's gonna happen. And then autosave is in progress. Okay. So speech we can't do, and then what was the other thing? I thought it was lockpicking. That was the other book that we read. So yeah, we're kind of. It feels right. It feels like you're extremely limited, and
The bloodiest beef in the reach.
it feels like that's, and it kind of feels like it's through no fault of your own, but then it also feels like the game is intentionally rigged to be against you. And then so right now, as much as
Trouble?
I want to have Remiel as a companion, I don't want to just go out and grab companions and then all of a sudden be arrested and thrown in jail, and then basically have to go find them again. That's because that is what we would have to do. Because I don't believe they get incarcerated with me. I don't believe they go to jail with me.
Always does.
That would be an unfortunate thing if they did. A rock warbler eggs are awesome. Because when mixed with blue mountain flower,
This'll clear up soon. I'm sure of it.
they make healing potion. So, but then again, I don't know, because I don't know if I can even use an alchemy table right now. Right? So it actually seems like the game is, like I said, unjustly and harshly limited. Right? Because again, like I said, the thing about Skyrim, and that's sometimes where
I know you.
you don't know me. And that's sometimes where I get very triggered and annoyed, is I agree with like certain mechanics needing to be tweaked and sometimes refined. So I'm all for that. I'm all for some tweaking and refining when necessary, and when it actually makes a a distinct and noticeable improvement to the game. What I'm not on board with is when it just, for the sake of, I don't even know what the reason would be, but for some unclear reason, we decided, or someone has unilaterally decided that, hey, you only need to have 4 skills or 5 skills to start, and the rest of the skills should be walled off and locked until you figure out how to, unlock them,
I'm just here to mine.
but you won't be able to do so easily or in any way that's going to be, kind of like any way that's, fun and engaging. So, and like I said, in this case, running around trying to find
Kolskegger, overrun with force wind. What next?
running around trying to find skill books to purchase, that just doesn't seem, I don't know, that just doesn't seem, it seems very counter and just completely in an opposite direction of what the game was supposed to be all about. And it just seems like you're taking away the one true mechanic of Skyrim that made Skyrim Skyrim. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, changes like we see, like I said, with Dragon Break, changes where instead of, just freely grabbing everything, or anything, you do choose what is your loadout, what is your build, and then those skills, of course, benefit because that's what you're focused on. But you still have the ability to go out and do additional things. All right. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, Rasad. Oh, so this is where you at also. Hey. Oh, dang. Sorry, dude. Sorry. Yeah. I didn't know. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize, man. I didn't realize, that was gonna, yeah, I didn't realize that was gonna fall over that way.
The road makes this one weary.
Yeah, I don't doubt that it does. But hey, check it out. I need to check your stock, okay? All right, so first of all, let's do this. I want to sell you back stuff that fell on the ground. I'll sell you these two if you're, I'll give these to you, right? Maybe in giving them to you, we gain some goodwill. How's that? Is that okay? And if not, oh well, say la vie. I wasn't really using it anyway. Other than that, I don't really have anything to sell you, but what we can take a look at is, I may need a hood. And I could have sworn I had one and I put it away. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's cool. All right. Rugged cape, short cloth cape. Rogue's hood. Okay, that's what I would. Oh my God, dude. What in the world, man? Okay. That's more money than I have anyway, but gosh dang it. Put one of those on my back. Come on. Okay, you didn't want to buy any moon sugar? How much is moon sugar? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's the only thing you'll give me money for. Uh-huh. Hey, man, to each his own, but all right. Check it out. The Whispering Claw. Okay. Now, here's the problem, right? I don't know that this is, in fact, one of those books. The only thing I have to go by is the fact that it says speech right at the right? So I have to assume this is one of those books. And then what we got to do is we got to figure this out. I mean, is it one of those books? Is that going to be, the first one, it didn't work. All right. Thanks,
May
man.
your road lead you to warm sands.
Yeah, yours as well, bro. Yours as well. Okay. Ooh, can we get some more? I'm all about that rock warbler eggs, man. Tell you.
Goods and wares of all kinds, and all
Okay.
will be yours.
So now the mine that the lady mentioned is that way, I believe. I don't think it's this way. I don't think you come down here and turn. I think you go across the bridge. So no, I don't really want to go fight them in the mine. Reason being is because I feel like archery is extremely nerve
Travel to bring you this fight.
in this game.
Come and see what I offer.
It doesn't have the same impact. So you wonder what I'm doing. I am catching butterflies. I will catch I want butterfly wings, so I want the monarch butterflies. So if I can catch them, it's difficult to catch them all. But blue butterfly wings are all right, but we want butterfly wing. Okay, so why do I want butterfly wing? Because at some point we'll realize, and I can't even guarantee that that's going to happen now. I mean, tell you the truth. God dang, there's so many daggone butterflies here. All right, that's enough. Where's that bridge? Did I lose the bridge? Is this a different? Am I going the wrong way? I feel like I missed. Okay, so it's that way. So maybe I am going the wrong way. Maybe I. Okay. All right. So butterfly wing mixed with blue mountain flower makes a healing potion. Blue butterfly wing mixed with blue mountain flower makes a fortification potion. Health fortification. Am I willing to, am I 100% certain of that? No. Why am I not 100% certain? Well, because in normal times, normal situation, yes, 100% certain, 1,000% certain, as a matter of fact. But based on, like I said, I don't know what changes have been made to the game, so we have no way of knowing for sure if anything like that is the case here. Also, just because we can pick doesn't mean, oh look, the lover's stone. Squirrel. We'll pick some junipers too. Some juniper berries. These juniper trees look very different. Okay, that's just a moss. There's the first one. Oh, nope, come on this way. Nope. Let's try it. Okay. Uh-oh. Autosave is delayed. Alright. I don't know how to dodge. See that? That wasn't good.
First you, then all of the Reach. Do you worst. We're routed.
They're routed? Yeah, are you routed, really? Here, what do you got? Armor. Don't need your underwear. Don't need your wooden club either. Alright. Was there another one coming? I thought there was another one behind us. There he is. Alright, so it's timed block, but I don't get it. And then you got jump. Nope. Nope. Alright. That just. Alright. Nope. I'm looking to see. Alright, that's blocking. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Jump. Like, how do we get. Oh, wait. Take the iron. Oh, you want to keep giving me arrows? Okay. Hey, come on up here. Don't just shoot. Come on. I guess I could. Are you serious? Give me back. Give me that back. Oh, dang, that locked them down? Did I miss? Ow, that hurt. Oh, shoot. Okay, you know what? You know what? Screw that.
Come and face the Forsworn.
Nice. Nice. Take that. We'll take that too. Take that. Alright, I thought you had some money on you. Okay, there's another one. There's another one. Alright, do we have any healing potions? I think I'm more worried about that chicken over there. Okay. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, she's gonna be a problem. Oh shoot.
You won't live to see tomorrow.
Oh God dang it. You talk all that smack and that's all you got? I'm gonna take a great sword. What's that coming up behind me? Does she have two? Oh, is that Mike? That's not Mike. You know what? I take your underwear, but you know, I'm a fan. Who's this guy? Yep, that is Mike. I don't want
the other day. Horrible creatures.
All right. Okay. Chicken. No, I didn't see Ruby. I didn't see it all. Nobody. Nope. Don't know. Much as I like to help you, I didn't see. I did not see. Who's that on the ground? Oh, that's a club. Bro, him. You need to figure out something to do with yourself, man. All right, hold on. Ah, there it is. Look at that. I don't mind. I don't mind. One bit. Okay, now what I'm gonna do? It looks like I'm regenerating already though. But what I want to do is this. I'm gonna eat one of those. All right. You didn't want to tell me what that's gonna do for us? Oh man, how do I get so many butterfly wings? Holy cow! That's a lot. We got 8 of those. All right, we are good. Okay. And yeah, there's no learning. There's no learning whatsoever. But look at our health. Right, the stamina is a little off. Stamina is having a little thing. I think our heart's racing. I think I'm gonna have to go first person. Really get the RPG to actually work. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna take that for sure. I'm gonna leave. Right. I don't think I can use this. Oh look, found another one. Oh yeah. All right. Can I use this one? Yep. You don't know how to use this. Even in vanilla, even if I didn't, I could still do something. You know, just nothing was accessible. It's more annoying like this. You don't know how to use this, right? And then with the tanning racks and everything like that. And then it would, I guess it would be, of course, you know, what is the name of it? Requiem kind of does the same thing for you when it comes to smithing and everything, right? You need the books, but they at least make the books accessible and they work when you read them. So in our case here, we have we have went and grabbed the books, right? Okay, this one I did. Okay, let's do it. You know, okay, so where's speech? But you can see it doesn't work when we do it unless, I mean, and then in truth, it still, there still could be the whole you need the sleep thing, right? Which in truth, I think kind of is like even more annoying, right? It's bad enough you got to sleep to level up. Now I got to sleep to be able, you know, for the, you know, for the book that I read to take effect. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, the ambiguity there, right? Okay, so you're not supposed to do this, but I don't like the save system. All right, hold on. All right. Somebody see me? Is it the bees? Or whatever those things are flying around there. All right. So I don't expect to survive this, but we're going to give it a try. But what we have to... Oh. How are they already knowing I'm coming in here? How is that even... Like, I walked in the door... Get out of here.
give up while you still can.
Okay, see that right there? It didn't let me swing at all. You see? That's stupid.
Not impressed.
All right, so my first criticism about the fighting would be it's too it's too wrapped up in its own, like, I think it actually it's counter to the whole it's basically all the, what the frick is going on over here? What is that on the ground? Is that blood? Okay, so the knock that you would have against the vanilla fighting is that it, sucks, right? But I got to be honest with you, all these animations, right? And you get locked into them, right? And so you hit once and you hit twice, then all of a sudden it's a series of over-exaggerated animations that, in my opinion, don't actually work. And it's kind of a little too much. And it's a counter. So it doesn't come across as a very good system. And again, like right now, the stamina drain is over exaggerated, right? I mean, yes, I am swinging, I'm getting hit and everything like that, but the stamina cost for basically everything that's being done it's too much. Right? And then maybe there is a button to do for me to do to dodge, but it's not Y, it's not X, it's not A either, right? And then so I don't know what the dodge button is. Whatever it isn't working. It's not left bumper, right? It's not right bumper. Here's right. Here's the right bumper. You see it? Right? Can you see? It's not going. There it is, left. Wait, nope. Okay, so now it's a combination. Oh, shoot. You see, and it doesn't work all the time.
I can take you.
Like,
No. Weren't expecting that, were you? You're out of it.
now, I'm not doing power attacks. So, like I said, the drain is, in my opinion, just a little over exaggerated. So that, like I said, it's a bit much. Okay, so all right, so it's a tap. It's a tap. Because I'm hitting it, but I was holding it down, right? And then not holding it down, but holding it longer than it needs. But you can see now, I would want to, like me, I would want to tweak the stamina drain calculation so it's not as severe. But you see that? Now that was 3 swings and my stamina's all gone. That's a bit much. That's a bit harsh. Now, I guess we could always argue and look at, well, that's because it's, you're still a novice, kind of, pretty much. Am I in 100% agreement with that? No, but I could see you know, I would want to see where it would basically, the stamina drain would become less as we gain more proficiency in one-handed weapons, right? Um, but I'd expect to be able to do more than 2 to 3 swings before all my stamina is gone. Yeah, I got to keep practicing the dodge roll there because it was not working. Ooh, Staff of the Shadow Work. Cool. Take that to how much? And then the time block thing as well. That I need. Now it could be just that I need to be need more practice, or you know, again, that could be a skill thing, right? You know, it's just that I'm not as proficient as you know as some in using it. So, yeah, that would be something I want to look at. But now, here's the thing, though, right? So I sneak in, and did that take every single Forsworn out of there? All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna duck down. All right, hold on a second. Let me get up here real quick. All right. Okay. Do you see that right there? Look at my stamina. Right? Okay. Let me go to first person. Okay. Why is it? Why was it? Okay. So this is. What's going on? Okay.
Never should have come.
So again, isn't this a situation where it's like, how many freaking guys are in here? And then how do you know I'm here already? Okay, there's 2. There's 2. Since you already know I'm here, why am I hiding?
Come and face the Forsworn.
All right. Oh, snap. All right, get out of there.
Reclaim what is rightfully ours.
What the frick, man? Wrong button. All right. What the frick? What is that? What is that? What is that thing? Get out of here! I say my okay. See now, my stamina's all gone. I think I did what? 2 swings? Stamina was all gone. 2 swings.
Time to finish.
What the heck is this thing? And why? Why is that thing defending the mine? Over here. Are these restorative brews? Don't do crap. Right. Come here. Oh, you did. Are you shooting me with an arrow? All right. Well, then we got it.
No! Gods, no! Yeah! Victory is yours. I submit.
Get over there. Frick. Where did that frost thing go? Okay, so that was annoying. So I'll get up. It wasn't fun. No, it was not fun at all. So, I mean, in truth, what it turned out to be is, I mean, in the end, I mean, and then here's the thing, I'm not going to ever lie to you, right? So I'm not going to say something's good when I definitely don't believe it is. And no, no, the fighting is not an improvement, in my opinion. It's not an improvement. I am not in the boat of people that want things just to be hard for the sake of being hard. Right? That's never going to be the boat that I'm in. I want something to be engaging and fun, but then again, that's the key. And that's the thing we always got to keep in mind. Our idea of what's fun and engaging is going to differ. Nobody's going to have the same opinion. That's just the way it is. All right. So some of these things are going to restore our health, but this one is going to help increase our stamina regeneration. So that should be a thing. Okay. This is all I got left. So it doesn't really do as much good. We got 10 of these guys, and then hopefully we can sell those to what's his name. But right now, we got to go in here, and we got to see how many more people are inside here. So again, like I said, it's kind of, so for me, you can hear people still going at it. So it's not empty.
Week will be ours again.
And that's enough. Well, because that means there's more people in here than there normally is, right? Because there's not normally this many in here, inhabiting this mine.
Huh?
So what we're doing is we gotta figure out where this guy is, and then hopefully he's not. We can't use two-handed weapons. So let's just go around here.
Is someone
Look
there?
around. Is that another Briarheart?
Thought I heard something.
The people of the Reach! Have you?
Alright, let's just make sure this place is clear. Eltome. What is that right there? That's like metal axe. Doesn't do us any good, so no need to grab it just yet. Good salt. Don't need clothes. Ooh. We'll take those. Imp stool for sure. Okay. Oh. Oh yeah. We needed that. I'll take that. Okay. Wait, garlic? Yeah, we'll take that. Oh shoot. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
All you've got?
Yeah, you weren't. I'm so sorry. That was not my intent. Okay, yeah. I can't even say it was not my intent. No, yeah, you were doing it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Ooh. Alright. Oh, hey, look. Look at the weight on that, though. So we can't take them. Look at that. Oh, we'll take the lock. Use that. Dog harness. All that stuff. Alright, we gotta go find, see if we got any other pals. There we go. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's wait, there we go. Gold necklace, my healing, of course. That's potion of strength, stamina. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Okay. We gotta go see who else is around here. Make sure we're not missing out. And it's not even the point of missing out. It's the point of making sure we haven't missed anyone. So that they wouldn't miss out. Miss out on all this fun. Miss out on all this happiness. Alright, so now the Briarheart is usually up there and around the corner. So the fact that that we've already encountered him would really just irk my chain. If we have to deal with it. Now, and then the other thing is, I will not argue about that they noticed us. Ooh, we'll take that. Cheap, yeah, for sure. Because we have absolutely no sneak skills, right? But, and we're gonna go 8 7 gas grapes. Okay. So now we can actually do close up look. And then while we're here, make ourselves a little additional money, even though we can't smelt the ore together into ingots. But we can at least mine the ore. I could use a drink. Yes, I really could. And since the game wants to tell me I need a drink, I figure I'd drink in real life and also here. All right, do we want the... I guess that's the only thing we got. Oh, God. And I'm fed. What's this? We were already up here? Yep. Did I come over here and mine this gold? I think I did not. Alright, so something is going on for 9 more minutes. Another is going on. Alright, so if I come this way and then go this way. Alright, we're covered in blood. God dang it. Reduce skill rate. Unfinished business. Your lack of focus hinders your learning. All skills improve 10% slower. What the fuck are you even talking about? Excuse my language. My lack of focus. So now, and then don't get me wrong. I think for some people, this, you know, all this is going to be like, yeah, this is cool. And it's just that for people like myself, right? No. And I think part of it is because I know what's taken away. I know what's missing. I know what's being restricted. I know the extra hardships that are being imposed. And those are the things that I can't abide by and get past. Right? And, you know, like I said, I'm not the type of person that gets on board with making something harder or more difficult just for the sake of making it more difficult or harder, right? I'm all for more challenging, right? Make it more challenging. Make it, you know, and then you say, well, isn't that the same thing? Well, yes and no, right? I think to make something more challenging takes a bit of creativity, right? You have to be able to think outside the box, and you have to be more creative in your approach to say, okay, we want to make this more challenging without, you know, taking away some of the things, you know, without basically restricting or taking away the things you've come to know and love from this game, right? So, case in point, classic example. All right, so this is to me, this would be a good example here. So the approach here is you need skill books. You got to buy skill books, right? Now, one, they need to work when you find one. And not to say that we have actually found one yet, but they need to work when you do find them. Okay? Now, and not to say we still haven't established the fact that they don't work. We haven't, right? As soon as we know this place is clear, we can go lay down for a nap and hopefully not get our head bashed in like poor young soul over here. Got hers bashed in. Yeah, I know, by me. I know. So, and the guilt is still raw. It's right there. Do you not hear it in my voice? Yeah. So shame on you for throwing that in my face over and over again. So yeah, like poor darling right here. I mean, that's not what she wanted. That's not what she was expecting. I mean, she laid down thinking that she was going to get up and carry on her old, banditry ways. And what if she wasn't even a bandit, right? You know what I'm saying? What if she's just caught in the middle of it, right? What if she was just a prisoner, right? And they made her dress like that. I'm just saying. And yeah, it was my club upside her head repeatedly that ruined her day. And now I gotta carry that. I gotta carry that. That's on me. That's with me wherever I go. I can use a drink. This is a very thirsty job over here. I mean, holy cow. Didn't I just drink? Why don't I have a water skin? It tells me level up. Well, I think, yeah. No, it's not. Oh, it ain't lying. We got level ups available. There's a lot of gold to be had here. It's owned. How you gonna? Oh, okay. I'm about to say that person's dead. I just want to rest for an hour. Because I got to wake up and I need more stamina. Obviously, I need more stamina. How many levels am I going up? Okay. So right now my speech is at 0. My speech is at 0. Probably because I'm thirsty. I don't know. We'll find out. I don't like, why is that even one of our options right now? You know what I mean? It's not really gonna do much for me. Okay, so stamina is up. Let's see. Okay, so wait for it. There it is. I didn't want to take that. I did not want to take that. God damn it. I'm thirsty. Yeah, we're feeling relaxed. All right. Did that help though? Okay. I think there's just more gold down here. Yeah. I think one of the things we can do. All right, so we rested. Let's read those books again real quick. Which one is it? Oh, look. They don't have a thing over them anymore. Where's the other one? Okay, volume 2, right? Used to say speech, does not say speech anymore. Whispering Claw used to say speech, does not say speech anymore. All right, and then let's see what's going on here. So, covered in blood, you're covered in blood and dirt. Although intimidating, you'll have a hard time getting a good bargain. Persuading in one. Okay, so we understand that. Now, reduced skill rate. So, here, your lack of focus hinders your learning. So, this is the one that really kind of stands out and really kind of bothers me in a sense. Reading skill books grant an extra skill point and trainers cost 50% less. However, every 5 levels, you don't gain a perk point. So every 5th level, you don't gain one, right? That's fine. But so we've gained our perk points, right? Where is our extra skill point? And you know what I mean? Where's the well, first of all, where's the first skill point from reading the skill books? Okay. Now, second, what in the ever loving heck? What is this talking about? Unfinished business. Now, are you talking about the original quest where we're trying to find that one person? Here's the thing. If we're going to gain skill, or if it's going to impact our skills 10% slower, it should say that right off the bat. And I don't remember reading that part. But if that's going to be the case, then you're telling me until we find this Thalmor guy, it's going to be a detriment. You know what I mean? And I never told you about the creative way of doing things. Okay. So we'll get back to that. All right. So this one, the opportunity here is this. There should be a timer. It shouldn't just instantly all skills improve 10% slower right off the bat. There should be a timer, a delay. And then if you go more than a week, 2 weeks, right? Because it's got to eat at you first. It's got to eat at you to the point where it's, boom. And then it should have, and then in this case here, it should eat at you and then incrementally have penalties, right? So, and then maybe the first penalty is at 5%, next one's at 10, 15, 20, 25, and so on, right? As more and more time goes by, as you become more and more obsessed and you know what I mean, and feeling like you are failing. It shouldn't be an instant thing. That's lazy. That's just absolutely lazy for just to start off and boom, that's it. You know, and then then really the worst part of that would be if it even gets worse. So it starts off there and it just gets worse, and it's like, oh my god, seriously, where's the creativity at in that? So if that's the case, you know, then I get my bad if I didn't if it stated that and I didn't read that, because I would not have picked it. I don't think I would have. Who knows? Maybe I was feeling froggy and I decided, oh yeah, we want to be hurting. Now, does that play into issues with our skill books and the fact that they don't work? That's a problem. And that's an extreme problem, because that is the only way you get to have more skills. And as any one of you guys can attest, Skyrim, without the ability, I mean, and then this is the case for pretty much any boulders, not boulders, but Bethesda game. Without the ability to be versatile and add in different things and do multiple things, you know, wield magic and everything, and you know, weapons and ranged, and you know, the countless number of builds. Guess what? Right now we are limited to nothing. We have 4 skills actively going right now. 4. That's it. And we can get enchanting in there if we want, but what the frick do I want enchanting for right now? Doesn't do anything. So we have 4 skills. And a playthrough with only 4 skills sucks. It will suck. And to be honest with you, I refuse to do it. So again, and then again, it could be, I don't know. It could be something I did that's interfering with the skill books, but I didn't add anything that changes anything or has anything to do with the skills. So not sure what is going on there. And then again, I don't know, our speech really covered in blood, right? From the fighting. That puts us to 0. Really? Really? So again, and then I think for me, that's where a lot of times some of these things, and then, you know, I don't want to say people don't test them when they do it, because they obviously do, but it's kind of like, sometimes, have you ever heard of a thing called UAT testing, right? So it's user acceptability testing, right? And what it does is, you bring people from outside and you sit them down, and then you give them a scenario or a use case and say, here, go do this. And sometimes you actually give them a basically a script to follow and do all these things, right? And then sometimes there's, you know, you also do kind of a free form or free flow where you allow them just to do whatever, right? And then the key is to break things, right? One is to see how it flows. So you get their input as they do certain things. How's that feel? How's that look? You know, do you like the way this looked? Do you like the way, how many clicks? Is that too many clicks for you? And then you gather this information from multiple users or whatever, and you have them come back, and then you compile all that, and you say, okay, yeah, there was, you know, feedback tells us that there's way too many clicks to get here. There's way too many there. Oh, they don't like the look and feel of this. It just looks wonky. It looks terrible. You know what I mean? It looks unprofessional. It looks, kind of like something out of the 80s or 90s or whatever, right? When people were first starting out with all this stuff, right? And then so it's like, and then how does it make you feel? Makes me feel like, well, I don't know if I would ever decide to bank with you guys or work with you guys or play this game because it looks antiquated. It looks, you know what I'm saying? And then so you go through all this for the purpose of one, right? Breaking stuff, one, and then the other is you want to see how people are feeling about whatever what they're doing, right? Are they engaged? Does it feel like, hey, this is something I could spend a lot of time doing? This is something that, I just want to get it over with and get it done and get out of here, right? And no, it's not engaging. And then the other thing too is it's the unforeseen and it's the unknowable, that where in the free form, you just let them go. You let them do whatever, and then you see what the different possibilities are, and then you realize, oh shoot, this could break if somebody did this, this, and this, and it's because you don't think of it off the top of your head. You don't think I'm going to do this, right? Maybe it wasn't anticipated that, oh, I know what the two things I need to do, but I'm going to do other things first before I head back or head to Markarth, right? So now I'm in Markarth. I don't have the requisite, skills and abilities to progress the quest line. So now I'm kind of stuck. I'm kind of out of luck. But I didn't mean to take that. But now we have another issue, right? And the question is, and then we don't know what's causing it, but what we do know is I can't, the skill books don't work. And then so right now I'm stuck with the skills I started with, and that's it.
Take a look.
All right, so let's go ahead and see what we can. Let's just do this. All right, so I'm gonna sell that. There's 17 damage, so I want to check. I need to hold on to 1 just in case. 13 damage. Staff of the Wolf. And then I don't need any of those. Common boots. Alright, so we're gonna sell off all that stuff. Gold ingot. Yep, we're gonna sell those. Now we got 33 gold ore. And then, what else are we gonna do with them? This one, two-handed attacks do 10% more damage. Part of me is saying I don't see a reason to hold on to it because we don't have a way of getting ourselves two-handed, right? And since we don't have the two-handed skill, it really isn't doing us any good, right? It wouldn't do us any good to use those gloves because it would boost our two-handed skill, right, by 10%. We don't have the skill, and we're already seeing how restrictive this game is when you don't actually have the skill. So, and as we keep going, we're possibly going to see more and more stuff be a little bit more and more restrictive and that we can't do. We still haven't tried alchemy yet because, so we don't know what what that one's going to look like. We don't know if we're going to be able to do what we think we can do. And I would not be surprised one bit if we tried alchemy and it tells us you don't have the skill to use it.
But what of the war? That is not so easy.
So, and if that's the case, then it's like, well, gosh, we're screwed. And then now all of a sudden, what it does is, I will say, if we can't do alchemy, right, and I can't figure out how to get the skill books to work, then that's it. This playthrough is over. It has to be. I mean, I can say, okay, well, we'll just keep playing with the 4 skills that we have. Seriously? And then again, like I said, I'm just not about making a game hard for the sake of being hard. And yes, that would be a challenge, but it's just not an acceptable challenge. And then I think the main reason is because that's not how the game was meant to be. The game wasn't meant to be, where you can't do more than just 1 or 2 things. And literally, that's all we can do. Now, where is there an alchemy table?
What is it?
I really would like to find an alchemy table. Let's see, is the Haggis Cure still open? Probably is. Quick. See what's going on with that. There sure are a lot of cats. That is not cats. God dang it. So I'm gonna hit this one more time. No luck.
Watch your steps, stranger. Down here, even the walls are listening.
Manual save in progress. All right. We somehow got ourselves some more.
I'm warning you. Back off.
So without the skill, I don't think we're going to be able to pick that lock.
You don't want to be here.
Right?
No one wants
So there is no getting into his room without talking to the what's name guy. And I don't know his name. So there's that. So we can't progress with getting into Waylon's room without getting his key. You get the key from the guy that you talked to, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. So that is one thing, and then the other way is to talk to Margaret.
You wear the armor of a mercenary.
And the part of me is kind of wondering, is that part of, do you have to talk to Margaret first and get more information
See those
from her?
stormcloaks try to break into this canyon.
Is that Mira? So, and then without speech skill, we're not getting anywhere with it.
Come
And then
on.
right now, our speech
The
skill,
Silverblood
look at
Inn
us.
has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
And I don't think we have. Are you serious? We're just right here. Everybody just to. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, look. You see him? We done made him throw up. This is a very extended, long bathing scene. What the frick? Remiel looks a little uncomfortable. I'm 100% uncomfortable. I kind of.
All the wood furniture in this inn is rotten to the core. Do you know why that is, Klepper?
I don't know, my darling wife. I assume you're going to
How
tell
long
me.
is this bath?
It's
It's supposed to be
rotten because the
thin.
wood is cheap and it's soaked with ale. Now we'll have to replace all the furniture before bugs set in.
Don't worry, my love.
Seriously?
Just show the bugs your adoring face, and they'll scurry away in complete fear in no...
Seriously? Well, at least our speech is back to normal, but not available at all to be.
Klepper. Why did I ever marry you?
Hi?
Not a day goes by
I know,
don't
I know,
ask
I
that
know, I
question
know.
myself, my dear.
I'm sorry.
Hi?
It was not my intent. No, I didn't know that that was going to happen. So if you forgive me, please. I gotta go talk to Margaret. Margaret was all the way over
Need
here.
something?
Lene.
What can I do for you?
Hey, does the name Halmar mean anything to you?
No, I don't think so.
You know, you look like you can handle your mead, right? I think I got 100 symptoms that say I'll drink you.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, all right.
Oh, I'm
Margaret,
sorry. I'm still a bit dizzy from everything.
do you remember anything?
Not much. One moment I was buying a necklace and the rest is just a blur.
Any idea why you
No.
attacked?
I was just buying jewelry for my sister in Cyrodiil. I've never even seen that man before.
And what are you doing here?
Just visiting. I had some business here. That's all.
You're hiding something.
No, I'm not.
You are.
No, I'm not.
You are.
No, I'm not.
Will some coin loosen your lips?
No, I'm telling you, there was no other reason.
I want the truth.
Or else what? You'll kill me? I already had to face that today.
I'm the one that saved you. Good luck then.
Thank you. The 8 keep you.
Look, you know you look like you can handle your mead, right? And after today's events, or yesterday's, I got 100 symptoms to say I can take you.
Well, I don't really feel like drinking.
Huh?
Klepper, you idiot! Can't you do anything right?
What? What did I do this time? I was just standing here.
You were just
hi?
standing there when you were supposed to be serving drinks to our customers.
Shouldn't you be helping
You look
me,
like you can handle your mead.
wife of mine?
I got 100
Sharing
symptoms
my
to say I can probably
problems?
take you.
Being my better half?
I am your better half.
You
Your
are
better half
someone
is
at the
telling
local
you to
tavern.
stop being an idiot and serve the customers their drinks.
Okay, fine. Hey,
Unlike my husband Klepper, I watch after our guests.
Hey, does a woman Margaret stay here?
Yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. I think she's sitting by the fire. Poor girl.
Oh, wait. Optional. I can talk to Margaret. Okay, thank you.
What was
I
that
should
you
remind
said, venomous
Pepper to
wife of
clean this
mine?
place up. Nothing, you
it's you.
pig-headed oaf.
The one from the market.
Yes. What were you
Just
doing?
visiting. I had some business here. That's all.
You're hiding.
No, I'm not.
Why are you being so difficult?
No, I'm telling you, there was no other reason. Hi
Farewell.
there.
Okay, we can open a novice log. What are our chances of opening a adept? All right, manual save in progress. I'm almost I am almost willing to just console command the door open and say F you. I mean, and that's kind of where I'm at, right? It's like, I don't know. It just feels like all the restrictions, everything so far is just working towards ruining my gameplay and my enjoyment of the game as opposed to enhancing it, right? So yeah, right now, no, I haven't come across anything that is making me enjoy playing, is actually enhancing my ability to enjoy the game.
You just tell me if you need something.
Alright, so we'll make the goat roast, mushroom soup for sure, pork roast. Nice. Alright. Okay. This is supposed to go here.
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune. Make
So
me an
part of me
offer.
just wants to go ahead and pick up Remiel and then just say F it and, maybe come back later. But that means,
I'll
oh,
look the other way.
snap, one bounty. All right, that's fine. We already have a bounty. If we end up in jail, we end up in jail. Maybe ending up in jail before all the bad stuff happens is the way to go anyway. I was hoping they had a, what's the name?
Yes.
Not brewing. Alchemy. See, we don't get the proper threat from the local law enforcement. Alright, trying to think, is there any other alchemy tables around successful? I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking it's time. So all of our stuff is in here. Sleep. Okay. Health and nothing we can do about speech. And I don't believe there are any roast and jazz juice. Did we read those already? Okay, we haven't read that one out? Okay. Take the loaf. Alright. Just some stuff for the road so that we have some food. All right, so the question is, what do? We do not have the ability.
I've been looking for you.
Oh,
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh?
mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
All right, thank you. Yeah, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sidgear, and I have the honor to be the Jarl and proud of the proud and ancient city of Falkreath. Oh, because we hit level 5. All right, so he wants us to come see him. Why is my arms down at the side like that? Yeah, I'm running. Okay, there we go. It's over there. But it's not open. And you see, this is what I'm afraid that everything that we don't have a skill point into is going to do. It's just, you don't know how to do this yet. Right? And then that's why it makes me believe that lockpicking is not going to work.
Wait. I know you.
It's just not going to work throughout until we do have the skill. And we don't.
I oversee Markarth's smelter. Worker gets out of line, I get him back in line.
Okay. I mean, yep. So
Watch
it
your
is
step,
time.
stranger. Down
It is
here,
time for us to
even the
give up.
walls are listening.
Who's this guy?
You a fighting man? How about a little bet?
So where do you work?
Arnleaf and Sons Trading Company. I'm a porter. Just some muscle hired to move heavy packages. But we don't get any shipments in. Forsworn attack every caravan. So all I do is sit here and drink.
All right, so that's not going to expand anything for Waylon. So you say something about a bet?
I'm drunk, and it's been a while since I had a good fight. 100 septums says I can take you, barehanded.
All right, let's
That's
do it.
the spirit. Let's go.
I'm annoyed.
Remember, hit the one in the middle.
There you go. Hey.
Wait, I can still fight.
No. No, I can't. Uh-huh. All right. You lost.
Fair fight. Here you are.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Hello, friend.
You look like you can handle your meat, though. Being a drunk and all. I got 100 septums to say I can outdrink you. Give you a chance to win your money back.
All right, then. Let's see if you're more than just a milk drinker.
What are you talking about? I just kicked your butt. All right, first drink.
Down the hatch.
I think I'm stuck in the fighting spot. Shall we do another?
Ah, you're in trouble now. I can't even feel it.
All right. All right. Well, apparently I can't feel anything either. You know? All right. A
Gods
third.
help us.
I know, right? This is where I got in trouble last time. There you go. Good job, buddy. And you're supposed to be the yeah. Look at you. Look at you. You know what it is?
Down here, even the walls are listening.
Today is my day.
You don't know anyone here who doesn't have rattles or ataxia.
I know. But you look like you need something to take your mind off all that, right? You look like you can handle your meat. So I got 100 septums to say I can outdrink you.
I don't really feel like drinking.
Well, you gotta feel like doing something.
Watch your steps, stranger.
Yeah, you
Down
watch
here,
yours,
even
bud.
The walls are listening.
He's just falling down all over the place. I think I caught him at the right time, though. He was already kind of tipsy. Hey.
They don't like us talking to people when we work.
All right, fine. But you know what? You look like you can handle your meat.
I got better things to do right now.
All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go hit up this orc.
I oversee
Yeah,
Markart's
Malouche.
smelter. Worker gets out of line.
Hey,
These
man.
workers always
Hey,
complaining.
you have the key to
always
Waylon's room?
excusing. You want Garvey. He handles the keys for the war.
I can't find Garvey.
About the only thing that disease-riddled native is good for.
And where do I find Garvey? Garvey is no longer is. All right, man. You know what? I'm tired of this BS. Okay, you look like you can handle your meat, though. I tell you what, I got 100 septims. I say I can outdrink. What do you think?
I'll be happy to take your septims. Let's do this.
Right. I'm already warmed up. Okay, how about you?
Down the hatch.
Down the hatch. That's what you said. You said it. All right. I'm gonna end up in jail. Look at Cosnat. Look at him. All right, let's do another.
You're in trouble now. I can't even feel it.
Hey, that's what they all say. All right, look, let's hit up a third, okay? You ready?
Gods help us.
Yep, they say that too. You know what's gonna happen is one of us is gonna pass out right here. One of us. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Yeah. Okay. All right.
If
You
a man
okay?
has time to complain. You want Garvey.
Oh,
He
come
handles
on,
the
man.
keys
You all
for
liquored
us.
up. You can't go
About
get
the only
the
thing
key
that
from
this
Garvey.
little native is good for.
You
Shipment of
can't.
silver
You
this
can't.
month is
You
behind.
can't even look at me,
Nephros
man.
is
I'm
the
just cruising. How am I looking? Hey.
Wait,
All right, then.
I know you.
Yeah. Excuse me, cat. All right. Hold on. Oh, it's open. All right.
Down the stairs, dear.
Bothella.
Right in.
Bothella. Murray, you stay
There's
back.
so much to learn about the shop.
You stay
I'll never
back.
get it all
Use.
straight.
Did it say you can't use this? You see that?
Why can't the men in this city leave me alone?
I know, right? Why can't they leave you alone? Well, we can do it. Okay, so here we go.
Bothella, I have a
All right.
question.
So,
Wanna know
Blue
the
Mountain
secret behind young girl? The most effective person
Butterfly.
to kill a man?
Create potion of restore health. All right, let's hit up a bunch of those, right? All right, let's take that away, and then I'm gonna show you. Okay, let's see. We're gonna test it. Imp stool should be the same. Boom. All right, so we were out of that one. All right, so that, right? So we know butterfly wing works. Rock warbler egg. Boom. Okay, so you can see, if needed, and that's why I run around collecting blue mountain flowers all over the place, right? Because when needed, it's there. Okay, this is fortify conjuration power. I thought it was just fortify health, but it's conjuration power. So that's what the blue butterfly wing does. The regular is the one you want. Blue mountain flower and wheat will make a healing potion. Blue, and it might be that it's blister wart that does a fortify health instead. So you just got to be very careful, right? So imp stool, rock warbler egg, I think it's charred skeever tail, saber cat eye. All of those mix, any one of those mixed with blue mountain flower will give you a healing potion. So there we go. All right. Hey.
I'm Bothella's assistant. She's the one you should talk to if you need an herb or a potion.
No, I don't. But what I was just thinking was you know, with all those men, trying to, talk to you and all, you look like you can handle your meat. I'm saying, I got 100 gold in my pocket. Says I can outdrink you. What do you think?
I'll be happy to take your septims. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Down the
First
hatch.
drink. Hey, I win. I get your number too. Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because you're kind of cute. All right, next one.
You're in trouble now.
Oh,
I can't
goodness.
even feel it.
Oh, goodness. That's what they all say. Right? Okay. Guess what? You ready for a third?
Let's help us.
They say that too. And then one of us passes out. Oh my God, it was me.
What can I do for you?
Oh, you can give me that number now. You can give me that number. Am I that drunk? Am I that drunk that I'm gonna end up someplace without no clothes? I have a feeling I'm gonna end up someplace without my clothes, without anything, scrambling around trying to get back. You know what I'm saying? And that's not okay. Or did Bothella come in there and decide we got to get this fool up out of here before somebody comes in and find the evidence? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. It's okay to open your eyes. It's okay to open your eyes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on now. Can I go to first person? Can I go to first person? Can I go to first person? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can't see now. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at the colors. They're so vibrant. They're so vibrant. No. Oh. Ah. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. What in the world, man? All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh. Seriously? Seriously? Oh, man. Now I all right. Let's get, I think these will, and then we get some Vanguard boots. Okay. Okay. All right. That's better. That's better, except I think we're going to be extremely tired. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think the Vanguard boots are, we have, all right, so we do have clothes. Okay. Okay. All right. So they're heavy, right? We're not allowed to wear that. Okay, that's a tight scarf, bro, but I don't think that's really doing us any good. All right, so we'll put that back on. Minor health. Okay. Here, let's just go with that. All right. We're gonna go with that. Let's go with the leather boots. Yes. All right. And then we'll go with that. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. And one of those. Yes. What are these? Those are cool and all, but like I said, they don't do us any good if we don't have two-handed skill. Oh. All right, this is 17. This longbow is 8 and 17. Seriously? Oh heck yeah! All right, undo that. All right, let's put that on, and I think we're gonna go with that. I think we're rocking that. Okay. Yes. Hey, Eris. Eris.
My father was all the family I ever had. I felt so lost when he died. But nah, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks.
I'd better get going.
Yeah. I'm sorry you had to see that. That's not how I usually roll. Let's talk to this captain. Maybe. All right. Hey, Captain.
Yeah.
You know what? It's one of those days. You look like. Okay. All right. All right. You know, I'm just saying. I like your outfit and those colors. I mean, truth be told, may not be as vibrant as what I'm seeing, but they are kind of looking kind of smoking. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna take that. Already read that. We'll take that because it's worth some money. Ooh, Ring of the Assassin. Oh my goodness.
Looking to hire a boat?
Not yet. Not yet. I gotta go. Oh, I got a ton of money. I gotta figure out where I am. And how did I get here? And
Another quiet day.
Yeah, another quiet day. Yes, you're right. You're right. We'll get that.
Damn stormcloaks. Oblivion take them. Every miserable last one of them.
Bottom one's empty. The top one's in there. Holy cow, these colors, man. I'm trying to remember when I've woken up after a night of a night. You know what I mean? And I don't remember the colors looking quite like that. Oh, I didn't want the plate. I wanted the set. It is what it is. Okay.
You talk to Egg Brothers. DJ has no words
Yeah,
for
what
you.
else? Man, we're finding a lot of good stuff there. A lot of good stuff. Excuse me. All right.
Everything's in order.
Uh-huh. All right. Wait, we're definitely taking that. That. How are we looking on weight? Okay, we are looking. Okay. Hey, how you doing? I talked to you and all that, but I'm not really here, and the colors are kind of making me kind of feel a certain way. We're still trying to figure out where we are.
You have no knowledge of who you speak to. Go away.
Yeah, you're right. I have no knowledge of you. All right, you know what? This looks like I don't. Well, we do. But does he know? You know, being a veteran and all, and holy cow. But
Can I help you?
ooh. Ooh, an orcish bow. Whoa. That's a fine and a half. Man. Life is treating us some way or another, I tell you.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those
You heard?
werewolf tales are true.
Okay, so what he's talking about, I think he's talking about the howling.
Trouble?
No, it's fine. So I think the howling he's talking about, and if I'm not mistaken, let's see, did it pop for us? All right, so the Forsworn Conspiracy is one, and it did not pop. The other one did not pop yet. And the howling that he's talking about is the one that I think is the other quest line. that must be done. Okay. We now know just how powerful soap can be. So we won't be cracking that open in the middle of a bar anytime soon, ever again. We do also know the consequences associated with just challenging anyone to drink. And I'm still kind of taken aback. Oh, dang. Are we? I am getting something. I'm getting tired. I don't even know how many days have passed. I don't know what time it is. I don't know how many days have passed. I don't know what is going on. Right? We just know we done woke up and we're in a whole nother state, another section of Skyrim, another province or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? We're standing right outside of Solitude. That's a goodly way from Markar. We were in the Hags. Was it the Hags Cure? Whatever that thing is, we were in there, and then now look at us. Just standing outside the gates of Solitude. Waking up with no clothes. And here's the part that really kind of gets you. We have our clothes. So you got to ask yourself, how are you going to have your clothes and not have them on? Not have them on. You know what I'm saying? Gosh darn it. Okay, guys. You know we've come to the end. And holy cow. Okay, so real quick, just to recap here. So there are some things going on in the game that I like. Right? Some things going on in the list that I like. And there are other lists that has the drinking mechanic, the challenge, the drinking challenge constantly, right? So that's nothing new. That's not different. But right now, I got to be honest, if that might be the only thing that I'm actually am enjoying from the game is the funny drinking stuff. Other than that, I can't say that we are, right? At least we're not locked out of alcohol, right? I honestly don't know why we're not, right? It just because it kind of makes sense that if it's all gonna be, if you're not gonna be able to do this or do that or do whatever, because you don't have the skill, and you don't have the skill points invested, then it kind of makes sense that alchemy would be the same for alchemy. So I don't know, but then that does call into question the whole lockpicking thing too. Is it that sweet spot is very small because we don't have a skill in there? And then the question is, well, then it's just a matter of do we just keep trying until we get it, right? Or is it real, that because you don't have the skill, you're not going to be able to get it? because we know that lockpicking will work if we don't have the skill, just harder. So, and am I okay with that? Well, it's better than nothing. It's better than not working. But again, I have a lot of issues with the way the skill system is working, right? I think to me that is the number one knock. The combat is not as fun, and I mean, I guess I could get more used to it, and but the question is, do I really want to get used to it, right? I because then it comes down to what are the reasons behind why it's not that much fun. I don't like that it feels like arrows have, like archery has been nerfed. I can't say that I don't know if that's the case or not. But it just seems like it doesn't have the same impact. Now the other thing is, because we can't sneak everything, it's kind of, for me, and then usually my build is a stealth archer, right? And of course, archery not being as strong as it normally would be, and the fact that we just can't stealth to save our lives at all, just kind of really detracts away from how I like to play Skyrim, and just makes the game kind of, I don't know, just makes it into a game that isn't the type of game that I like to play. So that's where we're at. That's where we're gonna leave it, and I'll have to look it up. I'll have to see if there's something that I'm missing still from the whole book, skill books of Skyrim thing, right? And if so, if I can figure it out, and if not, then come back, say, okay, we give it one more try, and that's it. And then, because if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that this is not the only list that has, where you can become High King of Skyrim. And there's some lists that are created, right, that you can expand. And this is kind of an expansion that I wouldn't mind adding to another list to see what it does, right? So, Elysium is, like, I think one of the best looking lists out there. Was made with the intent that you can add to it. So this would be something that I would look to add to that, right? And see what it does. So that is something I'll look at. But like I said, the key thing right now is to figure out what's going on with the books, right? Did we find 2 books and they didn't work? And then why didn't they work? And then, again, I mean, because I don't want to console command certain things in just to say, okay, F you, we're gonna be able to do this and do this at least, right? That would kind of defeat the whole purpose of it, I think. All right, guys, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. All right, peace.